Ouais, ouais, ouais. C'est beau, c'est beau. Tout le monde est chaud, bien sûr qu'on est chaud.
Et si vous passiez à la vitesse supérieure? Avec Shopify, vous pouvez facilement et rapidement créer une boutique en ligne avec des outils avancés pour accompagner votre croissance et piloter votre activité. C'est le choix qu'a fait Engarde, une marque de chaussures engagée et circulaire.
Diffusion directe.
Shopify est aujourd'hui la plateforme la plus simple et la plus évidente pour développer une marque en digital.
Avec la plateforme e-commerce tout en un de Shopify, gérez au même endroit vos produits, vos commandes et votre stock. Comme
T'as
la
comment je peux juste voir le
Regarde,
chat, genre.
une marque de vêtements made in France.
Et Shopify me permet de me concentrer sur ce que je fais de mieux, c'est-à-dire des vêtements.
Trouvez de nouveaux clients et augmentez vos ventes grâce à
Ah,
l'intégration avec les canaux de
let's go.
vente comme les réseaux sociaux et les places de marché.
Connect Showcase Event.
On est passé sur
On est
Shopify,
là.
on a fait un multiplicateur de chiffre d'affaires qu'on n'aurait jamais anticipé. On est passé de 50 commandes à 1000.
Rejoignez Alexandre, Prune et les millions de marchands dans le
C'est
monde
bon là?
qui font aujourd'hui confiance à Shopify. Démarrez votre essai.
Je couperai la musique après. Hop. Ok. Ok, donc la musique là. Putain, c'est beau, ça c'est beau.
Discord.
YouTube Studio. Tac. Contenu diffusion en direct. Modifié. Pas changer le jeu sur lequel je suis. L'angle de la diffusion est ferme, gars. Titre du jeu Modern Warfare 3 2023. Il y est pas mis, mettre de 2022. Tac. Autoriser tous les commentaires, afficher le nom de jeu. On va aller regarder les lives des copains. Enfin, peut-être pas comme ça, genre on va faire ça. Regardez le live de Sky Rose.
No, we say we can queue solo. Queue solo. No streaming. Or you can stream, just don't stream. Yeah, but we're in game, right? Yeah, in game. Queue. Yeah, you can queue up solo. And
Hey, I queue up, I got the game. I can stream it or no?
no, the gameplay not yet. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
But you can still stream, just not the gameplay.
Ah, okay, okay.
In like 20 minutes or something to be able to.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for around this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, play for still microservices.
Yeah, but streaming is everything up. Yeah. Thank you. Ok, en gros, ouais, j'ai streamé le son là, je crois. Ouais, mais moi, il me dit tu peux lancer. Moi, je dis je lance, tu vois. Ah, bon. Comment ça va? Ça fait longtemps qu'on s'est pas retrouvé en live. On est là aujourd'hui.
Dans 8 minutes.
Ouais, tu fermes les yeux, t'imagines le gameplay. Ouais, est-ce que vous aviez le son du jeu en fait, c'est ça? Ah, c'est déjà un sneak peek, tu vois, il y a le son du jeu. Voilà. Y a pas la casquette, y a pas la casquette. Malheureusement, y a pas la casquette. Bah, en fait, j'ai même pas été au magasin, j'ai même pas acheté de casquette. J'ai rien fait. Je peux monter le son là? Je sais pas, attends, je vais voir si le son on peut mettre à fond. Audio. La veste, ouais, la veste c'est un bunker. En fait, il fait super froid ici. Il y a un truc avec la clim là, il gèle. Il gèle. Donc, ouais, il y a la veste. Donc,
Ah, il y a des commentaires.
ah, il y a Yo VIP, ouais, ouais, ok.
Get me on top of high rise, get me on top of favela, get me back on Russ on that tower.
Ah, la musique de BO2 dans le fond là, c'est magnifique.
What perks from Call of Duty would you want in real life?
Marathon Pro and combined with Lightweight Pro. Just be zipping and zooming everywhere. Are you kidding me? Triathlete right here.
Maven here with Z-Lane or at COD next. Listen, we got a bunch of crazy stuff to come tomorrow. What's your number one? What are you excited to see?
Warzone. I'm here for Warzone, baby. I mean, I'm here for everything. I'm excited for the multiplayer as well, but you guys know I'm here for the Warzone. I need to see a beautiful slide canceling in that Warzone game.
Slide cancel of Warzone. Ah, ça va être magique.
The competitors feel for sure. It was an interesting year. We want to get back to the roots a little bit, and that's what a lot of this is about, like getting back to our roots. So, like for you, when you think back to the early days, like what's your first like memory of Call of Duty?
Oh man, Call of Duty 4, first game that got me started. After that, it was just World at War, and then every COD title from there on out. Just growing up playing the game with friends, it was just a beautiful experience. And now to get to do that with all these
5 minutes.
great content for it. Me and my boy D were just talking about it before we got here. How we grew up watching so many of these creators come out to these events and do these things, and to get to now come and do these things is just so surreal. So yeah, very excited.
And obviously, Call of Duty has become a career for you, but like more than that, what does it mean to you? Like all the relationships you've made and stuff, it's become a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It's just I think about all the friendships and relationships that I've been able to make because of this incredible game. That's from back in high school friends all the way till now to friends that I made throughout just making a career out of it. Yeah.
Do you remember kind of your roots when you talk Call of Duty, like where it all started for you?
Oh, absolutely. I just remember coming home from middle school and just grinding multiplayer. But I actually, when I first started streaming 2 years ago, the first game that I played was Warzone. And so it definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of ask that next. Like, for a lot of people here, it's been careers or it's been friendships, relationships. Like Call of Duty has been much more than just a video game. What does Call of Duty mean to you, like at its core?
I mean, I think it's just the competition, and it just brings me back. It's like an addiction to the game, and I think no other game has done that for me, and I think they've really done a lot of innovation in Battle Royale, and I'm just really excited to see what they bring next.
The one, the only Dr. Lupo. Sir, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm 36 years old, managed to get out of bed this morning, so that's good.
I'm 38, and it was hard.
You look old as hell.
I do. The lack of hair really makes me look far older. What are you most excited for? What do you want to see this weekend?
I'm looking for more and more opportunities than we've ever had before for me to get probably overextend, get knocked, eliminated, and scream at my teammates for not carrying me. And then when we do win, taking 95% of the credit.
So some changes to Warzone maybe is what you're looking for?
That sounds like what we've been doing already, but yeah, if you want to call it that, sure.
For you, what does COD mean to you? Like, you said you're 36, you've been playing for a long time. What does it mean to you?
First off, that hurts a lot, reminding me that I am that old. No, I think Call of Duty for a long time has been one of those games that brings friends together to do silly crap or run around having fun in multiplayer or screaming at each other in Warzone when people aren't pulling their weight. The banter is always.
Tous les rats qui demandent des bêta codes là dans le chat, sérieux. C'est de la folie ça. Bon là.
Dites-le aux autres, hein, s'ils disent ils sont où les drops, tu dis les récompenses ça pue la merde, on s'en bat les couilles. En plus l'année dernière il y avait les drops, est-ce que tu as déjà utilisé une fois de ce que tu as gagné les drops? Non, c'est à chier. Donc normalement j'ai des drops actifs sur ma chaîne, j'ai vérifié les paramètres et tout est là, mais des fois ça bug. Donc voilà, et au pire on s'en branle parce qu'il pue la merde. Donc voilà, c'est tout. Donc là on est bon, on explique, on va bientôt commencer, on est à l'event à Los Angeles, on est à Phare 3, j'ai pas la casquette, on s'en fout, on fera comme ça, voilà. Du coup, en tout cas je compte, si les modos sont là, je vois que Sheva est là, n'hésitez pas à répondre aux questions parce que j'explique un petit peu vite fait, mais après voilà, on n'est pas sur notre setup. Donc c'est un petit peu approximatif au niveau du son, la qualité de l'image, vous voyez, hein, moi j'ai une caméra qui est un peu mieux qualité chez moi. Du coup on va faire au mieux pour faire au mieux, mais on est là, on est à Los Angeles, Event MW3, et on va essayer de...
Le casque ressemble beaucoup à celui de chez Fnatic.
C'est que ça soit bien. On va faire du multijoueur, il y aura un truc zombie, alors je vous le dis tout de suite, mais là on va faire une heure de multijoueur.
C'est stylé quand même les casquettes.
Bon, après il y a la bêta demain donc c'est pas trop grave. On fait une heure de multijoueur et après sur ma chaîne YouTube gameplay zombie. Donc eux ils vont en parler du zombie là après ça, donc voilà. Il y a le gameplay zombie qui arrive d'ici une heure. Dans une heure, gameplay zombie sur ma chaîne YouTube. Donc ça laisse.
On va aller regarder ça aussi.
Jusqu'au Warzone. Donc en gros on se fait une heure de multijoueur ensemble. Après vous allez sur YouTube, vous allez regarder ma vidéo zombie. Donc je sais pas si tu vas faire une petite commande ou quoi, comme ça on spam un peu. Et après on a quasiment 2 heures de Warzone. Et ça c'est voilà. Donc on va essayer de faire au mieux. Le jeu on peut pas le montrer tout de suite, c'est pour bientôt. Mais de toute façon on va se faire une petite intro, etc. Vous inquiétez pas, comme d'hab, on est là. Ah ouais d'accord. La bouteille, regarde. Warzone mobile, non. En fait, on m'a dit, c'est... Si tu veux faire Warzone mobile, on t'enlève une heure de Warzone. Bah, écoute... non, alors. Maps, il va en faire. Si ça vous intéresse, vous allez voir Maps. Et Warzone mobile, c'est tout à la fin.
Putain, c'est fou quand même de présenter le Call of Duty et de faire que du Warzone. Franchement, c'est... Je trouve ça dommage, franchement. 30 secondes, frère.
Après, Warzone Mobile, il sort l'été prochain. Franchement, on a le temps. On a le temps. Il n'y a rien qui urge.
Bon, allez. Mettre Tonton Skyrose en pause. Dans 10 secondes, ça commence. C'est parti. Oh.
You know who we are? Guys, so this is Ghost. Woods. Police.
Quoi?
Captain Price. Going dark. Everybody ready?
Ah non, ok, c'est un récap. Je pensais que ce serait un trailer. C'est fou quand même que Warzone se soit fait une place à ce point quand même dans la communauté.
It's not over yet. Trust me. Give us the fire. We'll give them hell.
Allez, 20 ans de Call of Duty. Magnifique.
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time to take inventory. This month, we are celebrating 20 years of Call of Duty. With all the matches played and missions completed, our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games, and from all of the teams across the world, we're grateful and humbled at your ongoing support, enthusiasm, and dedication to all things COD. While we celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty Next. And first up, this is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Là, de quoi ils nous remettent le trailer du multijoueur. Bon, après ça, on l'a déjà vu, donc en soi, c'est pas vraiment... C'est de la folie quand même.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There are over 250 creators behind us.
Ah, putain.
Ready to dive into these games, and we're so excited to be here with you today to unveil the future of Call of Duty. I'm Golden Boy, your host for today, alongside the one and only Stephanie Snowden. You may know her as the Studio Communications Director, and we are thrilled to go into what's going to be upcoming for the 20th year of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you so much for not revealing my age.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe place. Thank you. I'm thrilled to be here. It is an electric atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. And I am so ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying, next. Well, guess what? That starts today. We're here to talk about...
Ça bug, fait chier. On va lancer.
This stream on the official Call of Duty or Twitch YouTube channels. Take a look and chat on either of these streams for more details, for your chance to earn some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you go out there.
Turn my
watch
phone
it.
on.
I mean, honestly, there's no reason for you not to, but we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? This is one I'm very excited about.
Yes, we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer Games. Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director, Greg Reisdorf, Multiplayer Creative Director, and Kim Wigan, Development Director. Guys, welcome. I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where do we even start? You know, I have an idea, but...
Yeah, we have a run-up show. We have a direction that we're going to go in, thankfully. But guys, this has to feel very freeing. It has to feel like now you're going to be able to talk about this thing that you've been working on for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody play beta tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Jump right into beta tomorrow, folks. We'll be talking about that more later to remind you. But we're going to get straight into gameplay for the folks behind us. But before we do, Greg, can you give us a top line of what the community can really expect in the multiplayer experience for Modern Warfare 3?
We have one of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps and we've really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming to bat on those. And it's just fantastic to have
C'est de la folie.
We also have a ton of new mechanics coming into the game around movement, around being able to be responsive in the moment in that combat. And we have the largest set of weapons ever in Modern Warfare in multiplayer.
Yeah, with carry forward from Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories with you.
That's huge.
Be reminding people throughout the day. But with that largest weapon slate coming.
Je vais mettre ça en pause vite fait. On va aller sur la chaîne de Skyros 2 secondes. On a le menu.
Alors on a la création de classe. C'est un peu mieux parce que tu vois par exemple, on peut éditer directement. Là tu prends Armory, et il y a déjà les petites variantes là qu'on avait vues. Elles sont là, donc c'est pas le camouflage diamant. Du coup c'est une variante. Et quand tu es dedans, là tu appuies sur carré pour personnaliser. Donc c'est un peu plus pratique, c'est pas le même bouton, donc ça c'est bien. Et du coup j'ai fait une petite classe comme ça. Alors on peut montrer vite fait, vraiment. On va montrer un peu vite fait les armes qu'il y a. Il y a comme ça, on va faire un petit tour dans le menu. Et après on va se lancer une game. Mais je montre progressivement les armes qu'on a disponibles. Et après, de toute façon, on va pas rester dans la création de classe. On sait plus ou moins comment c'est. Et ça veut pas dire grand chose pour le moment. Mais voilà, je vous montre vite fait les armes qu'on a disponibles. J'imagine que ça sera la même chose lors de la bêta. LMG, là un peu la G36 et la Holger, la PKM, Marksman Rifle. Voilà, on est là. Et sur les snipes.
C'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Hop.
Et sur les armes secondaires, on a une espèce de mitraillette. Donc ça c'est bien en armes secondaires.
Wallowick.
Snipe. On a ça. Et sur les launchers, on a ça. Pour le moment, c'est tout ce qu'on a. On peut également de toute façon personnaliser de trucs. On a un petit porte-clés comme ça. On a les grands autocollants qui sont de retour, les petits stickers. Donc pour le moment on a ça. Et voilà. Alors aussi, je vais montrer un petit peu la flash grenade. Le Battle Rush, c'est un peu le stimulant. On a le EMD qui permet de... c'est comme la grenade sensorielle, la smoke, la mine. Et sur les grenades, on a le petit drone, la Semtex, etc. Je montre vite fait, vraiment un peu dans le menu, parce que je pense que c'est important. Ici même, on a là, de toute façon, malheureusement, il y a ma cam qui est sur l'endroit où on peut lire. Medbox, ça c'est nouveau. Et ça, c'est ce qui joue l'objectif à ta place. Ils ont vu que les gens jouent tellement pas l'objectif.
Trop stylé, ça.
Tiens, on va faire un accessoire pour ça. Je sais pas si ça va être bien ou pas, mais bon. Alors, la nouveauté cette année, c'est que sur les atouts...
Un fil tactique qui joue ton objectif pour toi.
C'est en gros les gants, les bottes et le corps. En gros, c'est pareil, parce qu'il y a le petit logo, tu peux voir, il y a le petit logo traditionnel, c'est-à-dire passe-passe, machin, pillard et tout. Donc avec les petits logos traditionnels, tu t'y repères de toute façon de ce que c'est plus ou moins. Tout est en anglais, franchement, on va pas non plus trop s'attarder là-dessus.
C'est vrai que ça c'est stylé aussi.
L'idée, c'est de montrer un petit peu. Et la petite nouveauté également, c'est ça, c'est qu'on a les vestes qui permettent de faire des catégories. Par exemple, si tu veux deux armes principales, ça fait un peu comme les atouts qu'on avait à l'époque sur Black Ops 2, genre atout sur armement. Là, c'est atout pour aller plus vite.
Je fais la vaisselle, j'arrive, vas-y. Ça marche.
En plus, en vrai, c'est le menu, c'est vrai que c'est un peu similaire à ce qu'on avait à l'époque sur MW2, mais en mieux. Donc tant mieux. Et les opérateurs qu'on a, là on a Rocket, on a des petites animations. Là on a Price du coup qui est encore masqué. Alors c'est vrai qu'il y a une espèce de petit effet. Je pense que ça c'est les variantes, tu vois, mais on peut pas. Je crois pas qu'on puisse personnaliser. Moi j'ai mis Ghost. Mais je pense que je vais plutôt prendre un skin simple, tu vois, parce que les skins brillants comme ça, je les trouve vachement repérables. Là pareil, il y a celui-là là, comme ça, je trouve qu'ils sont facilement repérables. Et je crois pas qu'on puisse changer. Tu vois, on peut pas, on a que ça, Donc on va mettre les skins traditionnels. De toute façon, on va lancer une game. C'est parti, ma première game sur le multijoueur de MW3. C'est maintenant, c'est là. Les camos, il n'y a pas les camos encore. Il n'y a pas encore les camos, malheureusement.
Il n'y a pas les camouflages, dommage.
Vous pouvez voir, ils sont pas là.
J'aurais kiffé le regarder, moi, les camouflages.
On a des petites variantes, tu vois, on a cette variante là. Et qu'on peut mettre en bleu aussi. Alors c'est pareil, en plus ils ont pris un peu le système qu'on avait à l'époque. Par exemple sur les skins, tu vois, on peut mettre le skin en bleu, le skin en rouge, donc tu peux faire des petites combinaisons. C'est sympa là-dessus. Ça c'est un snipe, mais on dirait pas trop un snipe. Alors par contre ça trouve pas de game là, c'est bizarre. Peut-être parce que quand je vais dans le menu ça quitte, là ça va. Je sais pas, on va voir.
Ce serait drôle qu'il y ait un problème qui gâche tout, genre.
Pour l'instant, ça trouve pas de game. Il y a du monde, on va bien trouver une partie. Alors, sur les maps, ouais, il y a Favela. De ce qu'on va pouvoir jouer, il y a Favela, High Rise, Rust, Skid Row et State. 5 maps qu'on va pouvoir jouer aujourd'hui. Donc là, pour l'instant, je trouve pas de game. Connecting, mais je pense que attends, parce que là tout le monde a lancé, c'est vrai que j'ai lancé un peu tard, mais je voulais montrer un peu le menu, je trouvais que c'était important quoi.
Ah ok, là on voit les gameplays de celui-là, ok. Ah la CR mon gars.
You can now go over a lot of this with mantles, and you can go over, like, you can use your slide canceling, you could do all of that.
Well, I was going to ask about that. Did that create a layer of, you know, maybe some complexity with the slide canceling and stuff like that, like trying to...
Oh, c'est beau.
Don't get just completely, like, turned upside down on its head.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made...
Attends, je vais relancer parce que j'ai l'impression que ça bug au niveau du son.
We had to make them ready to go for 2023, right? We've added that modernization to them, to what gamers expect, to what our Call of Duty
Game design
fans...
changed a lot in those years.
Yeah, it is, and you have to bring everything up to the standard of today. And when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps, and there's a few places where we've had to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in, those lines of sights that were there are still there, and you're going to have fun. You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the maps like? Because I know that there's going to be more down the line.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps, yeah.
So in addition to these 5 that we're playing today, day 1 on launch, we're going to get the rest of the 16 OGs from 2009. So we're talking Karachi, Invasion, Afghan, Glory, Skid Row.
you know,
sub base, rundown. Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh, we got the scrap.
Yeah, so we're super excited to be bringing those. And in addition to those OGs, we have some new ground war maps that we're launching too. So we have 3 ground war maps that are brand new, which is the the traditional like 32v32 vehicle gameplay. Yeah, so that's going to be an awesome alternative for people if they want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up.
Like want to go bigger, but you don't necessarily want to dive fully into Warzone. You have ground war. That is so for people like me who like big, crazy, like huge battles. Like this is so exciting.
Ground War is a great mode for that. And aside from Ground War, I'm excited to say that there is another mode coming back that many of us know and love originally from Call of Duty World War II. And that is War Mode.
That's right.
Ah, c'est le V12.
Super. I mean, War Mode holds a special place in my heart too. From 2017. It's a brand new map.
Oh mon dieu, je l'ai.
As well. It's got the attack
l'avait, le
and
mec.
defender gameplay that we
C'était
remember
Lohan,
from the mode, the linear objectives, the buildables, the scripted events. It's really exciting to see that be part of our day 1 launch slate as well.
Awesome. So we've got Ground War, we've got Core 6v6, we've got War Mode, and a little something we're going to get to later in the show, a brand new mode coming to multiplayer that will be available at launch and also playable in the beta.
That's right. Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's really so cool to see a lot of these players get back to the roots, because you can even see it. Like something I always enjoyed about a lot of these like big reveal events, right, is everyone loads in, they're discovering these maps for the first time, they're seeing them with fresh eyes. But here, that's not the case. We got a lot of familiarity here, and now the fresh eyes are going to be like, what did they
On va retourner sur la chaîne de Skyros, il a trouvé une game enfin.
Grande War, c'est guerre terrestre, par contre, ce n'est pas traduit. Que 3v3, c'est un nouveau mode de jeu. C'est du 3v3v3.
Il est Tomaki, Gigod, code QG.
Là par contre, si je suis contre Oscar, ça va être compliqué.
Qu'est-ce que je peux vous
Ça
dire
va être compliqué.
Sur les mouvements. Il y a le vidéo de
ça va être compliqué.
Vous avez un atout pour viser quand vous accroupissez.
Là, je vais mute tout le monde. Ok. Bien sûr, je suis contre Oscar. Bien sûr. Bien sûr.
Tomaki, Skyros, code QG dans la même team, si ça c'est pas magnifique.
J'ai muté les joueurs,
Putain, on voit les bannières et tout dans le menu principal.
Sur MW3, on commence sur High Rise. Et tu vois, l'introduction par contre, elle est vraiment stylée. Ah non, là c'est l'autre. Parce que en fait, quand t'arrives de l'autre côté, t'arrives dans l'ascenseur un petit peu, tu sais, comme dans Norushen, quoi. C'est bon. Alors j'espère que le son du jeu est bon. Et là, j'ai mis un petit réticule, regardez. C'est le même réticule qu'on avait à l'époque sur Vanguard. J'ai trouvé que c'était sympa. J'ai dit, allez, hop, on va le mettre. Alors, on va pas commencer au snipe tout de suite. On va prendre la R. On va voir ce que ça donne. Il y a le plongeon toujours. Et le premier kill. Voilà.
J'ai l'impression que c'est vraiment du MW et les sensations de Vanguard en vrai.
Alors oui, effectivement, il y a le cancel reload, etc. Cancel reload, cancel slide, comme il y avait avant, regarde. Là, tu fais ça.
Oh, ça va être beau ça.
Là, tu peux recharger et tu peux annuler le rechargement. Alors là, il y a l'air d'avoir des gens qui viennent ici. On va essayer de se concentrer pour faire une game bien. Surtout qu'en face, c'est pas des petits joueurs, quoi. Ah, j'ai mis un laser vert dans les yeux, là. Hein, bah voilà, c'est Oscar, voilà. Hein. C'est les gens qui ont fait le World Series of Warzone, ça fait partie des meilleurs joueurs du monde, donc forcément, c'est pas évident, quoi. J'ai vite la balle, hein, ma foi. C'était eux à me tirer dessus aussi, hein. Le time to kill a augmenté. Ouais, attends, mais...
Ah ouais, en fait, non, le TTK est énorme, en fait.
Non, la grenade.
En vrai, je sais pas.
Alors, j'ai pris le fusil à pompe pour tester aussi. Là, je commence, j'ai pris la CR. Mais j'aime bien ce petit réticule, hein. Franchement, je le trouve vraiment propre. Hein. Bien joué. Alors, tu vois, ça c'est un snipe, mais il y a un petit bug dans la barre des feeds. On dirait que c'est le... Comment ça s'appelle? Putain, il one shot avec? Comment ils font? Parce que moi, j'ai essayé. Ça one shot et pas, quoi. En vrai, le gameplay est satisfaisant. Le gameplay est satisfaisant. Là, pour le coup...
Ouais, le TTK augmenté, ça peut être pas mal, mais ça peut être dommage aussi d'un côté. Ça dépend comment c'est géré.
On a plus ou moins le gameplay. On a plus ou moins le gameplay.
J'aimerais bien avoir un
Modern
gameplay
Warfare
où
2019, mais,
il change un
avec
peu, genre.
avec le setup de MW2 quoi. Oh merde! Ah ouais, voilà, j'ai tiré à côté. Je voulais faire un petit kilo pompe pour tester, mais bon. Ah, mais ils arrivent derrière moi aussi, je viens de respawn, les gars ils sont derrière moi. Bon, après les spawns d'Infinity War, enfin là c'était déjà leur game, mais bon. Enfin, les spawns de Call of en manière générale, c'est pas ouf. Là-dessus, c'est pas. C'est pour ça que j'aime bien par exemple le point strat, parce que souvent le point strat c'est un peu mieux. Je sais pas autant de tuer. La map est jolie, hein. C'est vraiment l'original. Oh putain, d'accord, ok. Ok. D'accord, mais depuis tout à l'heure je me fais buter, ils sont sur le toit les malins. Ok, super. D'accord. Non mais... Allez, ça... Non. Bon, ok. Ok, ça commence bien. Bon bah les respawns sont bien en tout cas. Ah les souvenirs mec, ouais, les souvenirs, ouais c'est ouf hein. Je sais pas s'il y a des petits trucs qui sont sur la map qui n'étaient pas à l'époque, tu sais. Par exemple, tu sais, il y aurait un petit ascenseur pour monter sur le toit, mais ça serait trop, Voilà, j'ai eu mon kilo fusil à pompe, je m'en fous.
C'est vrai qu'il y a vraiment une vibe à l'ancienne en vrai.
Alors normalement... Ah, tu fais comme ça. Non, il me voit, il me voit, il me voit. Et c'est comme à l'ancienne, hein. Tu montes sur l'échelle, tu montes sur le tas, mais là ils sont déjà dessus, donc c'est compliqué. Hein. Faut vraiment... Ah mais on se fait spawn kill, c'est dégueulasse. Hein. C'est vraiment pas agréable quoi. Ah, ils sont partout, tu peux pas en fait. Ah ça y est, ça a tourné. Enfin, enfin. Ah c'était un peu chiant là. Là, on se fait poutrer hein, tous hein. L'équilibrage de l'équipe est pas très bon.
« 12 à 46. »
Il est où? Mais il est là. Ah mais en fait lui il bouge pas. Il bouge pas. Ah les gars ils sont déjà en train de... Bah je vais dire camper quoi, techniquement. Allez casse-toi. Le truc c'est qu'il y a beaucoup de bruit ici donc du coup... J'entends pas forcément grand chose. J'ai envie de voir ce que ça donne le pont, parce que tout à l'heure j'ai fait un kill mais le gars il était low quoi. Bon, après tu peux descendre là. Hein. En vrai c'est un truc que je n'ai pas fait tout à l'heure, hein, parce que tu te fais spawn kill du coup t'as quand même l'avantage de pouvoir sortir d'ici. Ouais mais tu vois regarde, les gars ils attendent, en fait tu peux pas faire grand chose là. Malheureusement, ils ont déjà les spots. J'en ai eu un, le deuxième a eu malheureusement. C'est pas simple, mais on essaye de le faire.
Ils se font poutrer la gueule, frère.
Ah ouais, d'accord. Ah ouais. Il est un peu loin, mais 2 balles de pompe, il est pas mort. C'est pas foufou. Hein. C'est quoi, on va prendre une autre classe. On va prendre l'UMP pour voir.
Ah, j'avoue, tu vises la vite, c'est génial ça.
J'ai pris un... C'est un snipe apparemment. C'est un snipe, mais bon, c'est pas... C'est pas foufou. Hein. Les snipes, c'est un peu ma déception pour l'instant. C'est pour ça que je préfère à la limite un petit point stratégique, ça permet vraiment de faire le tour de la map. J'ai fait entendre un gars. Oh non, dommage, j'aurais pu faire la quad feed. No way.
Ah, t'es dans ma game?
Non.
Enemy contact.
C'est pas mal l'UMP, hein.
Il y a un mec qui l'a dit, y a rien de foufou. C'est juste du Call of. Bah oui, c'est Call of, il est con quoi.
Ah ouais, l'UMP est vraiment pas mal. L'UMP est même très très bien. Ah merde, j'ai voulu prendre le snipe. Ouais, malheureusement le changement est un peu... Ah, la méta... Bah déjà, à l'époque d'MW2, là, sur ces maps-là, la méta c'était l'UMP, hein. Voilà. Tu le sais qu'ils sont dans le coin. Mais tu sais, là, il n'y a que des old school de Call of, hein, donc tout le monde connaît déjà la map par cœur. Bon, c'est chiant parce qu'il y a la cam qui est sur la barre des fils. Ah mais attends. Ah ouais, mais c'est normal aussi. On est que 3. On est que 3 versus 6. Bah ouais, mais normalement on se fait poutrer quoi. Ah non, mais bon. Et bah je trouve que quand même pour être 3 versus 6, on s'est pas trop mal démerdé non plus quoi. Bon, il y a juste Olive là, vous voyez pas. Ah si, vous voyez, mais Olive il a fait acte de présence, c'est tout. Hein. Bon, première game sur MW3. Il y a déjà des gens qui ont rage quit. Nous on a tenu et on l'a fait. C'était sympa, franchement. C'était... J'ai bien kiffé. J'ai bien kiffé. Voilà,
C'est vrai que ça a l'air incroyable. Hein.
c'est bon, High Rise. C'était un peu compliqué, mais on l'a fait. Et du coup, High Rise sera jouable dans la bêta, mais pas tout de suite, un peu plus tard. Comment vous avez trouvé alors? Vous avez kiffé ou pas? Vous avez kiffé?
En vrai, les 160 kills, elles ressemblent vraiment à Vanguard, genre. Genre, quand tu tires sur les gens, ça me fait penser à Vanguard.
Ah, presque la quad feed, ouais. Allez, en face, hein, t'as vu les joueurs, hein. C'est pas assez. Là, le SBMM, il est au max, hein. Il est au max. En vrai, pour la première game que j'ai réalisée, là, c'est la première game que je fais en entière. Hier, on a fait quelques petits bouts de game, mais c'était vraiment pas... Les sensations du gameplay sont bonnes. En tout cas, pour dans le terme Call of Duty, les sensations sont bonnes. C'est un peu plus lent que Modern Warfare 2019. Tu sens que si tu devais, on va dire, comparer ce Call of par rapport à des Call of qui existent déjà, tu prends Modern Warfare 2019, tu prends MW2, et MW3 se trouve entre les deux, mais plus proche de Modern Warfare 2019. C'est-à-dire que c'est plus ou moins comme Modern Warfare 2019, mais un tout petit peu plus lent. Voilà, on va dire que c'est à 80% comme Modern Warfare 2019 et à 20% comme MW2 sur la première game, plus ou moins. Donc ce qui est une bonne nouvelle. Ce qui est une bonne nouvelle, c'est-à-dire que c'est plus fluide. Tu peux cancel slide, tu peux cancel reload, etc. Mais c'est pas non plus si fluide. En tout cas, après c'est difficile parce que c'est les premières games, tu vois, donc tu peux pas vraiment dire que tu es super habitué ou quoi. Et dans le sens où c'est vrai que c'était une fois un peu embêtant sur Modern Warfare 2019 que tu puisses vraiment aller faire trop. Et quand tu tombes sur des joueurs qui jouent extrêmement bien et qui maîtrisent le jeu à la perfection, c'est juste un calvaire à jouer contre ces gens-là. Donc c'était nécessaire de faire une petite limite. Sur MW2, la limite, ils sont partis beaucoup trop loin. Là, ils sont revenus. Je pense qu'au final, c'est un bon équilibre. L'avenir nous le dira, mais pour le moment, c'est un bon équilibre. Et surtout, le time to kill, vous l'avez vu hein, dans le gameplay, hein, le time to kill se sent très bon. Hein. Tu tues pas en 2 balles, et en plus, on est en LAN. Donc normalement, en LAN, ça devrait aller plus vite qu'en ligne. Tu tues pas en 2 balles, il faut vraiment avoir du shoot, et là, c'est bueno. Par contre, je trouve pas le game.
C'est bien ça en vrai.
C'est pas ce délire là.
Enfin, c'est chiant et bien en même temps. Ouais.
Attends, je comprends pas là. J'étais dans une game, on était même pas plein et là je trouve pas de game quoi. Ah voilà. Favela, bah vas-y. Ah, Favela ou Skid Row? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait, Favela ou Skid Row? Moi j'ai mis ce viseur là, mais moi je trouvais que les viseurs étaient bien. Hein. Franchement, pour le coup. Hein. Skid Row? Allez, on va mettre Skid Row.
Ah, c'est vrai, le vote de map, c'est génial ça.
Favela. Ah! Bah, c'est Favela. Favela Hardpoint. Nickel. Nickel. Qu'est-ce que tu joues là? Hein? Hein? Eh mec, je suis tombé sur High Rise. Ils étaient tous en train de nous spawn kill et attendre sur le toit. Personne bougeait. Et à la fin de la game, je vois on est que 3 contre 6. Mais l'UMP 45. Ah bah moi j'en ai fait une mec. Ah ouais. Ah ouais. Ouais. Alors, là du coup, c'est parti. Favela. On peut viser différemment aussi. Ouais, je vais te montrer ça. On peut viser différemment. Alors on va réessayer celle-là. Poussez-vous là, poussez-vous. Poussez-vous. Favela, elle est magnifique. De toutes les maps que j'ai vues là pour l'instant, Favela est clairement la plus belle. En fait, effectivement, il y a un truc. Regardez-moi ça, comment elle est magnifique. Tu peux viser comme ça directement. Tu vois, donc là, t'es là. Tu peux tirer et... T'as vu comment tu glisses? Ah, le swap est un peu long. Ça te permet, je pense, que quand t'es avec des AR ou quoi, tu puisses avoir des... Bah, Favela, pour l'instant, c'est vraiment ma préférée de celle que j'ai vue. Je crois que ça a tourné le spawn. Ah non, je suis avec toi.
En vrai, ça va, la mitraillette avec de la distance, t'es pas obligé de mettre le double des balles derrière.
Oh, dommage. Yeah, wesh. Alors c'est vrai que je change d'arme et je me mets à viser, c'est long hein, entre le moment. Après j'ai pas encore, je connais pas encore tous les atouts, comment on fait, etc. En plus tout est en anglais donc c'est pas toujours évident. Bah, la sensation est vraiment incroyable. Pour le coup je trouve que, en plus quand tu tues c'est en jaune et tout, c'est vraiment magnifique. Bon après il y a toujours la petite excitation quand tu découvres un nouveau Call of Duty, c'est sûr. Mais je trouve que les sensations sont bonnes quoi. C'est pas un jeu, c'est un DLC. Bah ouais, surtout que le système de gameplay est complètement différent, donc tu as raison. Ah, je suis mort! Merde. Ah, les snipes c'est pas ouf hein. Là malheureusement ils nous ont pas donné des snipes cool à utiliser. C'est un peu dommage. Attends, on va essayer de se mettre sur la zone. Ah bah lui il a réussi à bien l'utiliser hein.
On se retrouve sur le POV du code Next.
On operator from season 6.
The season 6
Day
battle
one.
pass is coming with us.
It's there. It's there at day one, and it's fantastic to have even all of those blueprints and everything coming in. With your weapon level as well is available. All
And
of
your
your
camos.
attachments, your camos are there.
Camos, if you completed your mastery camos, you got your Orion. That's coming with
But
us
don't
too.
worry, the grind is still there for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons because it has its own set of completionist camos as well that you can go in and grind your heart out for those and go ahead and get those, you know, in the game.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the other new challenges coming to Modern Warfare 3 in a little bit, but exciting to hear that the camo grind is real. We'll be back on it before we know it. More to come soon.
Oh yeah, more to come.
Ah mais non, mais
More to
c'est...
come soon. So ominous.
News at 6.
Comment il s'appelle lui?
Well, speaking
Le
of
chanteur
weapons,
là.
though, I love the fact that we're going to get carried forward. I like the fact that, you know, there's plenty as we were seeing here.
C'est Soul King.
What other new weapons might we, you know, be treated to, I guess, moving forward here?
We have a bunch of new weapons coming in Modern Warfare 3. We have over 30 new weapons that you can experience, level, get new attachments for them. We have
30
new
niveaux,
global
ok.
attachments as
30
well
armes.
that are available that you can use across all of your weapons.
Wow.
Yeah, even the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. And then we have 20 plus operators that are there for you to unlock and be
Ouais,
able
le
to
petit
use
écaille
and
bon, ouais.
experience.
If you don't mind me asking, how it must have been a fun challenge to take those weapons from MW2
Oh, même de loin,
and
ça
bring
va,
them over
ouais.
to MW3 and like really try.
Oh yeah, it's been a fun
Oh
challenge.
oui.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, it's been great, and being able to have all of those weapons and being able to have your arsenal come with you is
Oh, le
an
snaking
amazing
sur ce
experience
jeu.
from
was
day
important
one.
to you guys to have.
Oh, la roquette, ça va être
It's
affreux avec les
very important
smurfs.
to honor our players and be able to, you know, take all of that. But you spent a year in this game. We need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not set you back all the way. We still have, you know, 1 to 55. You're going to be able to level that again, and we have new content in there for you to experience.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells and whistles is there, but being able to have those weapons, being able to make it work with all of the attachments. We're actually doing tuning on those weapons as well, so they're not going to be exactly the same. They're going to
get the balance pass. For Modern
they're going to
Warfare
have
3.
the essence of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons.
Il y a des mecs qui jouent sur mobile.
You can actually go in, and your friends at Binox have been able to put in detailed weapons.
Ils peuvent jouer MW3 et jouer au Warzone mobile, frère. C'est de la folie ça quand même.
Check out what their headshot multipliers are. Check out what their, you know, limb damage is. All of that stuff in there.
And that brings up attachment tuning. Attachment tuning is coming to Modern Warfare 3.
It is. It's part of Modern Warfare 2. It's part of that carry forward.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I think we're all just happy that, you know, what I had already used is gonna come with me.
Nicki Minaj is coming with you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nicki Minaj est
Thank you so
commune.
much.
Il y a Nicki Minaj sur MW3, let's go.
You know, not Spawn. Although I do love me some Spawn.
The Barbs are thrilled. Kim, we are seeing some epic looking skins and weapons on our creators here today. In fact, right now, if you look at the screen, check that out. I believe these are from the Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. Can you give us some additional info?
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now are the weapon camos that are going to be in our Vault Edition. There's a blue and a red version. So there's the Crimson Fates is what we're calling one of them, and the Carbon Fate is the other. And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons if you get the Vault Edition, plus all of their attachments. And they're reactive, so the better you do in the match, the more eliminations you get in a match, the more you'll start to see that visual change on your weapon. And as you can see also, the operators have their own versions of this. These are the
cool.
Nemesis skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive tech, so you're going to see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny looking skin come up on the hands and the torso. The better you do in the match.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people are really excited to see her in action, and that skin in particular is awesome. But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well.
Gotta keep
You want to see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah.
We need you to perform. So those will be awesome. People will be popping off having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new system that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts, right? Which if we could dive a little bit more into that, because that sounded really fascinating to kind of like make guns play in a different way just off of one part alone.
Yeah, it is. And here we're seeing a little bit of it where this is our LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits that allow these weapons to really go cross-class and to change up. They are meaningful, powerful changes.
And that's a Renetti.
That's a Renetti that is actually turning into an SMG with this conversion kit. It's like a 3D printed part on there.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So
Donc il y a un atout qui permet de prendre un secondaire en principal. Putain, j'en parlais en plus l'autre jour sur MWD, je dis que c'était bien.
To beta I believe. But how you're going to unlock them at launch and beyond? You want to talk a little bit about those challenges?
Yeah, so in beta they unlock a little differently than they do at launch. So
Yep.
at launch, they're actually we have a new system called weekly challenges.
Yep.
It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
I was worried it was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah. Trick question.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is every week. And then the reward for getting all of those challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
I think too, again, it just the through line with Modern Warfare 3. This is player choice, is player freedom. It's
Avec les mouvements.
this new way to customize the experience and let the player kind of choose the way to have that their own play style reflected in those guns, using the amps. It's super exciting.
Yeah, it definitely is. As we're going to continue to take, just more of a look and enjoy, the game as players continue to run around and get into some more shenanigans, playing some domination here as well on the state. I've done that many times. So, this is, again, it still just baffles my mind that I'm looking at, these maps in 2023, and I'm just excited to play them. Yeah, and even the movement. I'm just excited to play them then as I am now, like that is such a wonderful feeling to have. And then also on top of that too, just to see the way that, players can interact with the ways you build your classes. I really do like what you guys did with the perk system and how you contextualized it and made it like a physical thing. Was that like a desire to kind of just make it a bit more grounded, or what was the I guess the design choice on that, rather than just
Mais la meuf était chez FaZe Santana.
something quite bold?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really was a big part of the context for the players. It's not just a UI menu with choices, that were sort of ambiguous. It was a little bit, we wanted to make sure that you brought in your fighting load carrier, right? Your FLC was what we talked about, internally is this thing where every piece of gear that you brought in did something meaningful for your loadout selection.
Yeah.
So perks was a big part of that, and we got a chance to look at the gear items, all inspired by real world military tech and items. And we were able to really figure out what goes with what and what are the remixes we want to make, and we think we came up with a really good and interesting field of choices in our perks this year.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. We're taking a look around the room at the moment. We actually have a 2-story streaming tower. I'm going to call it a tower.
Pretty epic in here.
It's absolutely wild in here, and everyone is very focused on their play. It all of a sudden, oh hey, that's us. Oh hey guys. GG's.
Hello.
So we've got this big giant room filled with Modern Warfare 3, filled with awesome creators from all over the world, and as Ted Timmons would say, the vibes are good. We're gonna hear Ted talk about vibes.
I do want to point out that screen you're looking at there, that the logo, the Modern Warfare, that's a screen. And behind there are all the players that are behind that screen, which is so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. 15 years in this industry, still continuously to be shocked by new tech that comes out all the time.
This is Call of Duty, baby.
Yeah, you guys go big. I respect it.
Cutting edge.
Yeah, I love it. Love to see it here. We get a few of these games wrapped up, but there's definitely this sense in the room of like, all right, Q next, go next, GG go next, go next.
It's so fun to play it. Like every day I come into the office and I boot up the game, get into a match as quickly as possible, and start playing. And it is just fun to watch them play as well, because there's so many things that they're doing. Like earlier we were watching a circuit around the estate house, and that movement just looks so hot going through it. So like being able to mantle, we have sprint. When you're tack sprinting, we actually increase the mantle speed so it feels more fluid as you're going across, and we're regenning your tack sprint as you're sprinting.
I also saw a couple people pop off with
Lui, il a du mal, hein.
Battle Rage is back.
Battle Rage is back. It's actually moved into the tactical slot.
Yes.
So it is very powerful. So if you take that, we have an awesome vest, the engineering vest, that allows you to take 2 tacticals. As maybe we didn't touch on the vest
Actually,
quite
yeah,
a
let's
bit.
talk about
let's
the
talk
vest.
about some of the
Yeah.
vests.
Yeah, so the vest is a really big piece of that. Like, it is our main core piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest is we're contextualizing what you're actually putting into the game. So it's going to
Kazak Nani
dictate
là.
what your tacticals, what tactical slots you have, how many you can take, how many lethals you can take, how many well, you get one boot and you get one glove,
Yeah.
so you can't take multiple gloves. But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned, you're getting 2 tacticals that you can take
At the cost of your lethal.
at the cost of your lethal, and you also gain another gear slot.
Awesome.
And that gear slot is super important because that gear slot is where all of your intelligence perks lie. So those are things like what we used to call hardline or high alert sit in that slot, and now you can take both of them at the same time and really have that advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
well-
if there are 4 vests to choose from at the moment, I believe.
Correct. In beta, there are 4, yeah.
So in beta, there are 4. Expect to see those tomorrow. Infantry vests, engineer vests. Seen a lot of people running infantry vests today. In fact, right here at the moment, we just got a peek at the loadout.
That is going to allow your tac sprint to regen faster. It is the core. Like, if you're familiar with Call of Duty, I imagine most of our people watching are. That is your core loadout. So you have your your normal 3 perks, and you get your tactical, lethal, primary, secondary.
Yep.
And what's cool about the vests is they actually have perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest baked in right away, you're getting that tac sprint refresh even faster, and also a little bit of an extended time there. And one of the things that we've done across the board is we've increased that tac sprint, and we've also allowed you to have much more faster ADS strafe speeds as well in there.
Yeah, I do like how you guys have managed to take a lot of the vests and stuff and then make it also combined with other things, or like really have everything kind of synergized together and have you create like the optimal.
C'est vrai que le TTK il est vénère quand même. À avoir gameplay en main, mais c'est vrai que le TTK a l'air vraiment lourd.
Because now what we've done is we've let you take more than we normally do, but we've also balanced it out with what you can't take in that same
There are
moment.
trade-offs,
Yeah.
very clear trade-offs. I think what you're talking about, selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a cost, and that's where the balance lies.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, have consequences if you're choosing wrong, and learn from it and go back and make new decisions.
So I can't change those in match, correct?
You can change them.
I can't change that was a trick.
The consequences. The consequences are,
Go hide
we want you to
somewhere.
be in
Yeah, I was
control.
like,
of
what?
You'll still have to live with the consequences of your actions.
I always
For
do.
that moment.
They've been haunting me for years now. Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple of streaks pop off, but I'm wondering about kill streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment selection we have in Modern Warfare 3 is so much fun. I think my personal favorite, we'll start with the Breacher drone, which is actually a lethal. It's in your lethal slot. So it's basically a handheld
Poupée lui
drone
un
that you
peu.
pull out, and it's just slow flying down a hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points, and wipe out an entire enemy squad with it.
You want a 4-piece?
Yeah.
Equip the Breacher
It's your-
drone.
yeah.
That's your option.
It'll explode on impact. The counter to that one, though, it's slow moving enough. You can shoot it down if you see it, the sky coming at you.
There you go.
So in addition to that, we have a mosquito drone, which you shoot into the air, and it basically encircles an area and then dive bombs an enemy when an enemy approaches that area.
I will in fact say that my experience with the mosquito drone has been quite as annoying as a real mosquito. they plague me in matches when I've play tested, and so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
You got
Tricky.
headphones on.
Tricky,
Turn them up.
yeah.
Because that's how you know
hear
it's
that
coming.
thing coming.
Right,
yeah.
right. We have something called the ACS, which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point, and it'll capture the point for you. So you can hang back and get in cover, and then let it capture the point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it, you can take them out from behind cover. So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that was patrolling. So I just hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right, that's all my equipment doing
You're like, I
the
have
work for me.
crafted the master plan
Yeah.
to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was pretty epic.
And
we
then you went on to drop a nuke and have a big game. You know?
Yeah.
Not that good yet, but
okay, all right.
He drops 100 and shipment, guys. Don't believe it.
No, it was an awesome moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically, you know, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just, you know, it really limits enemies' movement when they run into the beam that it shoots out.
It doesn't actually eliminate players. For those of you who are going to stay tuned for Warzone later, which is hopefully all of you, I think we're going to see a lot of the Guardian.
Putain, j'arrive pas à reconnaître la map.
Later, but
Ça
it
me
is that
perturbe.
aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are affected by the
Dans mes
Guardian.
souvenirs, elle était à cet endroit-là aussi, mais l'endroit avec la voiture là derrière.
Scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So you know it wipes out enemy communication. So enemy UAVs won't work. You know, like everybody won't show up on the map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the active area. Yeah,
exactly.
so you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if you're inside the vicinity of the comp scrambler, but you can see where it's active on the map. So expect to be
as soon as you throw it down, everybody knows where it is. They just kind of, you're hidden in that bubble for a little while.
Which could be very useful indoors. I think that's a very cool tool to have. So, but before we wrap up the convo here on Core 6v6, I wanted to ask you about ranked play.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Greg, what can you tell us, and can you give us any little details on when we can expect to see ranked multiplayer?
We can. So our friends at Treyarch are on the case again with ranked play. They do a fantastic job with it. We love partnering with them on it. And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for Season 1.5, which is mid-season one.
Sometime during Season 1.
We will have it out, and that's when it's going to launch, because if we want enough time
Qui est
where
au
players can get familiar
milieu
with
de saison
everything,
1, on aura la ranked.
within the game,
C'est bon ça.
build those restrictions within the game, and you can find out more from Treyarch as we go through development.
As we get closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited to say that later in Season 1, we will have a ranked play coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. But that wraps up our Core 6v6 gameplay for the day. We're going to see the folks behind us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a second. It's called Cutthroat. It is awesome. There's so much to get into there.
C'est mon nouveau mode coupe-gorge.
Special announcement for all of our PlayStation players out there, like me. Take a look.
Ok, donc c'est la bande-annonce du mode coupe-gorge.
When they speak of me, they want to lock your doors.
Ça a l'air stylé en vrai.
C'est mignon. That's cute.
Wesh, la folie. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce raffut? Expliquez-moi.
I've never found a lock. I couldn't break.
C'est un espèce de DMZ bizarre là. PlayStation exclusive. Ah non, ok, c'est le pack. Ok, c'est le pack PS Plus.
Announcing the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick Operator Pack, including the Van Gogh
Carré.
Lockpick Operator Skin, the American Gothic Blueprint, and the Starry Knife Melee Weapon Blueprint. Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the Lockpick Operator by pre-ordering Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th.
Ah, c'est pas un skin PS Plus, ok, c'est valide sur MW3 si tu précommandes le jeu, ok.
I auto-lock Lockpick. It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like, Thomas Crownheffer, hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But first, a couple of words from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX, the official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're
Étonnant.
all gamers. TCL, play like a pro on the big screen with TCL Q-Class QLED
Mhm.
TVs, up to 98 inches. Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3.
Son style, il monte en vrai.
mvmt.com/cod to see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone, level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And Lovesack. Lovesack Stealth Tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next here at the Creators Arena. Everyone's getting ready to hop into the brand new mode, Cutthroat. And this is going to be a unique one because it's 3v3.
3v3, v3. Ah, ok.
So you're going to have a little bit of a mosh pit there going on.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Ok, c'est un mosh pit de 3 teams. En vrai, c'est stylé
It's
ça.
hard to say after a while. It's all about elimination. So you're there. As long as your squad can take out the other two squads, that's how you're going to win. It is inspired by gunfight.
Cutthroat.
It is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is it plays on all of our fantastic 16 launch maps that are there, and you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3 points. Triangle. Math somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates though. If you see
So you
one
got
of
the
your homies
revives.
get down, yeah, you can go over there and revive them. That's a fun little way to come back after.
What led you guys to want to make this mode? What was the inspiration behind it?
En gros, le Cutthroat, si tu down, si t'as un ally qui est down, tu peux aller le réanimer. Genre, c'est un mode compétitif.
2v2 gunfight. Yeah, and it's played on separate maps. It's played on different maps. And so what we wanted to do is be able to really focus on the
Jouer sur des maps différentes.
launch and be able to have a mode that is as exciting, as competitive, as gunfight in there, and really bring something new to the table too. So our players can go out and have fun and enjoy a new experience with their squad.
Yeah, and you can take your loadout this time. So,
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Unlike gunfight, we're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep,
that's right.
And it is sweaty.
It is a sweaty.
I am so excited to see these guys play it because they're awesome at the game anyway. We see Dr. Lupo here. He is on Cutthroat, and of course the objective, the capture point at the end, is
already there. Yep.
The overtime mechanic.
Oh, he's down.
But you can't get downed, but and picked up by your teammates. Now, what happens
Not
when
anymore.
Not anymore. So now when you're eliminated, you're out. That's
Yeah.
it. You got to wait for the next round.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
No
the
respawn.
rounds are quick.
Yeah.
They go really, really fast. We spent a lot of time making sure that you just weren't sitting there with, dead air, essentially, watching your teammates have fun. And that flag there is now available, so they can go and capture that flag. They got eliminated, but whoever gets that flag first, just like gunfight, is going to do it.
Okay.
Between rounds, though, we rotate where that flag is because, again, geometry, that triangle, right? We could put it in the center every time, but it gets a little difficult.
Yeah. Gives players an opportunity to move around and actually interact with more in the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're experiencing these maps in brand new ways. It is a lot of fun to have in there.
That guy's got really cool hair.
I was going to say something, but as a person who has none, I figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like, if anything, awesome. It looks a lot like the Operator Oz in Modern Warfare 2, actually.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Back into Cutthroat again. I'm very interested in these smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have those real intense interactive moments.
It's
right?
very intimate, and you get to you get situations like this where you're trying to figure out how to use your you could pop smoke here, and really just understand because there's this tension that's building.
You
Around,
can
when
pop
is
smoke.
this flag gonna pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you do? You
I
would
believe
throw
that's
smoke? You'd throw a smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you're gonna wait for the flag to come up.
Oh, there's the
Sorry.
breacher drone. Breacher drone. Yeah.
You might want the.
Okay. I love this guy's strat. It's a good strat.
Yeah, we have the EMD grenade, which would be great in this situation because you just throw it out, pop it, And then if you get another player on the team, that they're going to show up constantly on your mini-map for your entire team.
So to me, BMD grenade a little bit like a snapshot, but it actually is going to stick to the enemy player.
It does.
That player will then get a prompt. You might be able to tear it off, I believe.
Yeah, you just pull it right out.
But it'll track you around the map and like have way more visibility on the enemy squad there. BMD very, very clutch.
Be very overpowered if you hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I haven't seen actually was the thermo barrack grenade. Because I actually do like that one because it's kind of like a Molotov, but like on steroids. So it just like does a big boom, and then also has area denial as well.
Yeah, it has area denial and it bounces, so it will not detonate on impact. So you can throw it around corners, you can throw it under cars.
You get that frag effect.
Yeah, yeah, and it adds a little bit of additional damage to explosives after the fact. So even if
Quand
you
il fait une
survive the
collade de
initial
mecs au
blast
sol.
of that one, right, you could get taken out pretty easily afterwards.
Lupo just hit a clutch headshot. He is now he picked up his teammate, and we're swapping over to Favela.
Oh. Oh yeah.
I love this map.
I've gotten wiped down a few of those.
What's your favorite, Adam?
Out of these 5 we're playing today,
Yeah.
I have to go with Favela. I just, I know there are a bunch of high-rise stands amongst us. Yeah.
I too have a Favela stand.
But I mean, just look at it. This is beautiful.
Greg, you're the tiebreaker here.
Oh.
You've got 2 for high rise.
I love them all. They're all my babies.
Okay, fine.
Okay. All right.
I can't give any of
That's
them
no
up.
favorite children here. We got.
Favela is quite awesome with all of the movement, with everything that's happening.
That's right.
And high rise is also
Oh, come on, Greg. At some point.
They're all unique in their own way.
You know what? I'm switching my vote to estate just to.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're going to be alone.
Look at that. You split the vote. How could you?
How could I? I know.
I think I love Favela because remember that play I was talking about doing with like the capture bot and the mosquito drone that was on Favela.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's why it's got a special place in my heart.
I like the little second floor store that I believe you guys have opened a window up that wasn't necessarily there before, so you can kind of see down the hill.
Yeah, yeah, and I am trash.
Any new windows?
Well, no. I'm sorry, I might have misspoken. I thought it just was more open than it was previously.
Oh, it's possible we allowed you to mantle out of it.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of those things that are in the like metrics wise. Like the metrics have changed in a lot of things, like how large our doors are.
Yeah.
We actually have the doors in here. I know not everybody's thrilled with that, but it is a fun mechanic to have. It adds a lot, especially within Cutthroat, because now you're peeking those. You're able to use them for your advantage in there. We feel that they add a lot to the gameplay.
And I bring the window up only because, to your point earlier, it's those small touches that you guys have really brought to these maps that make them feel unique and different in modern for the type of gameplay we're going to see here in Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. Well, while we have a moment and we're looking at Cutthroat, let's talk about some of the other modes as well. Ground War is one that I want to talk about. We touched on a little bit earlier on. I want to dive back into it again because it's back in Modern Warfare 3. You got large-scale maps that are going to be coming at launch, and I guess Kim, give us a rundown on Ground War because I'm very.
Ah mais c'est Chica, c'est pas une joueuse Fortnite ça?
We're so happy that Ground War is coming back in Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is our big 32v32 mode. It's the
Elle a son
biggest
skin sur
battle
Fortnite,
that
il
we
me
have
semble.
in the multiplayer experience. And we will be showcasing 3 new Ground War maps at launch, 2 of them being
c'est bon, ça.
playable in the open beta.
Okay.
I believe that's the Levin
La map au long
resort
shot.
we just saw there.
Yeah, right. So in the beta we have Popov Power and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military
yeah,
Base.
but these
okay.
are the 3. Yeah, you got it
These are
down.
these
Yeah.
are the 3.
Yeah, we also have a few new
Ça va être
vehicles.
bon, ça.
So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I believe, 2 new vehicles for Modern Warfare 3, with more to come at launch and during live seasons.
That's right.
Awesome. And we mentioned it a bit earlier, but War Mode is returning. In addition to Ground War, the favorite from Call of Duty World War II will be coming back with Modern Warfare 3.
It is awesome, and it is the attack defend mode. Adam spoke a little bit about it earlier, but you are Task Force 141 trying to take down the Coney group that has taken over a military base. They are launching ICBMs, and you are getting your tank out there, escorting your tank through a downtown area, and just having a blast doing it, and not to have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good pun. Good ICBM pun there.
Yeah, there was. It was trying to come out and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing there. Yeah. And also, there was a really cool tank on screen that was just causing utter mayhem.
Right.
So that's what we care about.
It is that attack defense scenario where you are escorting that down the path, and it is a very linear combat. You have very clear lines of sight, clear battle lines. That's the gameplay that we're going for.
66, 5v5? What's the...
It is 6v6.
66, okay. Yeah, nice.
So it is classic war mode, if we all remember what classic war mode is. But it is linear objectives. There's 3 sets of them. And it is a fantastic experience that we're excited for players to get their hands on.
Lots to look forward to.
Ain't that the truth? They're very, there's just so many options, which is the thing that really sticks to me. Like, if you don't want to jump in with your friends and just, you know, play regular matchmaking, you could do war mode, you could do ground war. Was that, you know, it feels like that was the mission of the studio here, to like really give players that ability to just like make the decision, go with your friends, play what you want.
And like I mentioned about you know, some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes planned for live season as well that we're looking forward to sharing very soon.
Cool.
All right, well, I'm all for it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up for the MW3 multiplayer segment of the show. Once again, a big thank you to
donc là on va enchaîner sur le...
But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven.
Sur le Warzone.
He's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. Trust me, it's as hilarious as it sounds. Maven, who you got?
Thank you. You know, when I thought about being hot and ready, the first thing that came to mind was my guy Legion.
Hey, I'm really proud to be the other bald guy on stage with you today. We're doing it. We're doing it.
It looks beautiful. Listen, the first thing you said to me is how fun this is, and you're like, I'm feeling like I'm 18 again, out frying.
Listen, I'm cranking out energy drink burps right now. I'm 30, I'm feeling 18. I just smoked Biffle. Where's he at? I don't know where he's at. Guy's incredible, but I smoked him with a shotgun. I'm feeling alert right now, Maven.
I can tell the second you sat down, like, my guy is locked. What have you loved the most so far about just getting in, diving into MW3?
Brother, all the fun stuff is really fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new lethals, where I'm just out here doing anything to just make everybody angry. It's just angry as possible. I'm zooming.
Well, was
Les
this
chaises en
was
carton,
it a
là.
surprise at first, like when you got in, like how much fun you were having? Like, does it kind of defy expectations?
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So all these maps that we were playing in Modern Warfare 3 right now, throwing back, bro, it's just like you picked it right back up again, and I'm body. I don't know, it's so fun.
You're a talented and very handsome guy. Now let's talk about the chair. This is the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. We were a little bit worried about what this was going to be able to handle, especially if I tried to sit on your lap. But this is the hot seat, dude. You like yourself some pizza.
Listen, I was a little worried that the cardboard capacity, I'd be a little overweight, but I'm feeling really good right now, and I feel like you and I together in this hot seat together, it's just too much hotness. This is too much interaction. If our bald heads connect one more time, the venue lights shut down.
Speaking of that, we got to get out of here. Let's get this over to Shift Legion. Thank you so much, buddy.
Oh, there's just always comedy with two bald guys in the mix. But yeah, I hold Shift here with the one and only Shotzi. I got to start with the fun question first. I mean, just enjoyment level. How are you enjoying the game to this point?
This game's amazing, man. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. I love the movement. Everything about it is godlike.
All right, you set me up for like the perfect segue. Have you found ways to finesse the movement system yet? Because I know going into the beta, that's probably your main goal, is to find ways to just completely over-embellish the movement system. How are you feeling so far about how this game moves?
It moves smoothly than any other COD I've played. I feel like it has a mix of like fast and a little bit of a slower slide cancel, but yeah, I love it. It's very, very fast.
Have you broken anything yet?
I've not broken anything, but I will say that there's like these sneakers that allow you to like slide ADS. And I feel like that's meta right now.
All right, so make sure you check out the stream for that, because that's going to be all the hacks and clues for that. Now, getting into the competitiveness, I mean, last year, lots of conversations about skill gap. Where is it going to be? Do you feel like movement is going to be one of the main focus points for those trying to take their game to the more competitive level? Or where do you think that the competitive skill gap is going to be for this game?
So yeah, definitely movement. I feel like slide canceling obviously is going to be, you know, very OP. And then I feel like the aim assist in this game is actually very not as sticky as other games. I feel like mid and far range, it's actually, yeah, not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Fair enough. Shotzi, thanks so much, my man. Of course, you can check him out on his stream. And, well, with that, we're going to go back up to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on what they just saw with multiplayer before we come back with the team from Treyarch to give us our first
En gros, il raconte que les massistes n'étaient pas si abusés que sur les anciens et que le slide cancel ce serait peut-être un peu abusé en game, enfin en quête. Mais que ça peut être intéressant de voir comment les gens peuvent l'utiliser.
3 PC experience with performance multiplying DLSS3 and latency
DLSS3.
Herman Miller Embody gaming chairs are being used at today's event. Check out Herman Miller Gaming's entire portfolio of products at hermanmiller.com/gaming. And Elgato, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. My name is Miles Ross. I'm joined here in the fireside chat. I've got one Praga, we got OVP, we got Nameless, and we have Alley Cat on the corner there. We are going to be, I suppose reacting is one way to put it now, but like, this is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD. Like, Legion hit the nail on the head. I'm 18 again, 34 in skin, but 18 in gunny. Lottie, first impressions, lay it on me, girl.
Oh gosh, I mean, how cool is this? I think you get
C'est
that
l'heure du
element
zombie,
of
là.
nostalgia, the new kind of newness from the game as well. It's refreshing all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be about the fact that you can kind of almost customize what you want to do, what type of player you want to be in game. I mean, it starts with movement, and then you're looking at the perk system, but there's a balance there as well. And I'm just so excited to see what type of player, first of all, I'll be, but especially our two MP experts over here, Nameless, Ali. I mean, you guys not only talk about multiplayer for a living, but you guys play it day in, day out, so many hours grinding. Nameless, what are you making of it so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I've been playing Call of Duty since way back in the day, 06 back to COD 2, and for me, what this feels like is you're getting the classic maps, you're getting the best things that we all fell in love with Call of Duty about, but you're also getting the best of the innovations of recent Call of Duties as well. So it's just been spectacular seeing, we played Hardpoint on Skid Row yesterday. Who could say that in 2023? It's been amazing, Ellie.
No, it really has. I think it's interesting that you brought up like the play style, because I feel like an event like this especially, like I was bringing up Warzone players, like their style of play is a little bit different from like what we see on a day-to-day basis, and even just normal content creators, they're going for snipes and stuff, and High Rise obviously a perfect place for that. So I think the fact that the movement feels so smooth, and to see everybody, there's something for everyone, right? So, I mean, it's been a great day so far.
So far, so good. We have a little bit more time than we thought we'd have, guys, so we can delve a little deeper here. I think one of the coolest things, and the desk touched upon it a little bit, we got to experience yesterday when we played. We're making the most meaningful decisions, I think, ever in COD when it comes to our loadouts now on our perks. So, what vest I'm wearing. I ran the Demolition vest. It means I think I lose one of my tacticals, but I gain like 2 lethals, which turns me into a killing machine, quite frankly. The Breacher drone,
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
Miles.
Way too much fun, actually.
That thing's insane. The Breacher drone, you just throw it in a hallway, it flies super quick. You can actually shoot out of the air. I didn't know that yesterday. I know you said you tried it, though.
I shot my own drone down accidentally. I was pre-aiming somebody in cover. They were in perfect chest-high cover.
Yeah.
I let the drone fly out, and it follows a direct path. It doesn't have the craziest range. It is fast enough. But I was pre-aiming that spot, and then when the guys, with the red dot appeared, I fired away. I shot down my own Breacher drone. But it's just one of many fun new items that we have to play with here. And again, meaningful choices, like from top to bottom. What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout?
Yeah.
How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes on, get my shoulders working. We heard Shotzi talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding around the map. And this is something we cannot stress this enough, friends. You're going to be schmooving in this game like you may have never moved before in COD.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well, as the fact that you can turn a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk. You don't need to have that on. You can literally do that yourself with guns and get it to the way that you want it. I mean, running basically a secondary
I know,
SMG with an AR. I mean, that's just stunning.
We heard them talk about it too, with like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well, with the weekly challenges. So there'll be a bunch of different types of variations that you have with your gun. But we saw the Renetti. It's already insane. I saw a tweet from Scump on the timeline, a 10-piece with the Renetti. So when you turn that into an SMG, I mean, it's going to be crazy. The world's your oyster.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. Ali, I've got to ask you, what are you most excited about? You play so much, but jumping into game, what type of player do you think you see yourself becoming with Modern Warfare 3 now?
I just gotta order some new controllers to get used to breaking my thumbsticks all over again. And honestly, that's that's something that is really close to the CDL heart. The competitive style is getting into the slide canceling and the ADSing, like Shotzi was touching on. But also, I just want to talk about the fact of like, I was 9 years old when a lot of these maps were a thing, and like,
Sheesh.
my bad. But yeah, like I was watching my dad play, but like I don't, like those were core memories for me, but I never really got to load in. And so like now as a 23-year-old getting to load into these maps and kind of like have the nostalgia of, oh, I kind of recognize this. Like I kind of know this map, but like not knowing every nook and cranny just yet. And like, so it's still kind of new to me, but it's also nostalgic at the same time.
And to Ali's point, like think about running around favela and being able to mantle as fast as you can in this game. Some of the different boots that you mentioned, we were messing around with that slide yesterday. It goes for a while and you can aim in virtually instantly and cancel it as well. So there's so many different things that people are gonna get into this game and figure out. It's gonna play a bit different than obviously back in day with MW2, but a lot better. It feels super smooth.
And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been asking us about. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh,
it feels really good. It's very, very smooth. To your point, sliding shoes on, I'm hitting tack stance faster than ever. I'm sliding with full ADS. You can hit snipes, guys. Have you ever imagined hitting a fully zoomed in snipe while sliding? Well, MW3 is the game for you. But yeah, and we've got a lot of cool stuff. All the 1x optics, so anything red dot, a lot of the hollows. None of these things really add anything to ADS speed anymore. So the game itself in general has sped up tremendously. We were messing around with tack stance yesterday as well. I mean, sort of the canted approach you take to your weapon. I'm running a big ×8 scope, right? And I can't ADS in, but if I want to hit those kind of more CQB situations, I'm keeping maximum spatial awareness. I've got my situational awareness, my screen's up. I'm able to use a weapon with a big scope in close range, whether it's an LMG, whether it's a sniper. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's still really nice to have choices as a player. We've got so many options here. So much fun.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, right? The buzzword, I think, coming off the back of what we saw on the desk. It's the choices that you can make. And I think balance is such an important thing. I think in any Call of Duty game, balance is key, especially when you're going up against players who do have a choice of what they want to run, especially with perks. But being able to have that potential to take something away, if you do want to risk and reward, you're coming in with potentially like silent footsteps, you're running ghosts, you're making sure that you're the type of player you want to be, but something also is taken away from you. So that balance is so, so important, I think, in all Call of Duty titles.
100%. I mean, footsteps are silent if you want them to be. That is a massive W. I was running around yesterday and I saw red dots on the mini-map. My footsteps were silent. I was sneaking up on people. I was just having a blast. I mean, we're talking about 12 years ago when these maps came out. They look even better now. So I can't wait to get my hands on that beta, which is coming out soon.
Very, very soon indeed. Well, it's exciting to be reminiscing for very, very good reason. As we talked about earlier, we are celebrating Call of Duty's 20th anniversary, which is an amazing milestone. And with a great milestone comes an opportunity for great rewards. To celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty history, players can receive daily login rewards between October 6th to October 16th for every single daily login per day, up to 7 in total. You'll receive these rewards, which you're seeing on screen, including an old school price operator skin. That takes me back. These rewards all will carry forward in MW3 as well, so grab them now and take them into the next title. For more details, head over to the Call of Duty blog. Nameless, your earliest memory of COD, was it like waiting in line at midnight trying to get something? What was it for you, mate?
I mean, yeah, first off, I will say we didn't have cool swag like this in these digital packs. I mean, this is that was before that time, but I mean, just playing split screen was the best like old memories I have with my friends and screen looking, trying to figure out where they were on Call of Duty 2. And now it's 2023 and we got everything, and you can still screen watch. It's right there, they're right next to each other.
Next level.
We might be some players doing that here.
Incredible memories that have been had on Call of Duty. Ali, what is your earliest memory on COD?
Well, I know I talked about playing with my dad, but I think one of the more core memories, which I can't wait to break down the new and exciting stuff in that game mode coming later, has to be with zombies. When I was in middle school, I'd go over to my friend Anastasia's house, and we'd go in our basement, we'd turn off all of the lights, and then we'd load up split-screen zombies on her big TV on the couch, and just all night on her Xbox just sitting there playing zombies on town survival, you know, going as far as we could, training them around the lava pit in the center. So that's definitely like a cool memory for me.
I love to hear that. We're going to be sharing lots more stories on these couches, I am sure, as we get through the rest of today. But we also wanted to remind everyone again that early access to the multiplayer beta kicks off tomorrow for PlayStation players and next week for Xbox and PC players. You saw a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week. Check out the Call of Duty blog for more details. I personally can't wait to see everybody get in the mix.